Mbappe approaches Liverpool. Kylian Mbappe's future has become one of the trending news in the world right now. Despite signing a new contract with PSG at the start of the season, the French star is said to be unhappy with the team for 6 months. Moreover, there is serious talk that Mbappe will go to Liverpool if he leaves the team. After all these developments, a new development took place. The PSG striker attended the event for an association. With the kids in the audience invited to ask questions, they were asked which of last season's Champions League finalists he liked more. Mbappe reportedly showed a broad smile. The 23-year-old actor later announced that he would not answer questions about his future. Liverpool are said to be rushing to become Mbappe's next club should he leave PSG next year. It was a cheeky question from the boy in the audience. But with all the uncertainty about Mbappe's future, it was worth asking. In all seriousness, Mbappe may need to get used to such questions. After ending speculation about his time at PSG this summer by signing a new contract, he is now reportedly looking to leave again, and bigger speculations will continue to surface this time around. As in the past, Liverpool is one of the names that is constantly mentioned when it comes to a move. This will only escalate if Mbappe does not publicly change his stance. There is a World Cup on the horizon and the French player will be on the back-to-back championships. Whatever happens in Qatar, you would imagine Mbappe would be a very visible presence. As the January transfer window approaches, speculation is bound to reach unbearable levels. No one can guarantee anything in football. However, his possible transfer to Liverpool could become the #1 event that will be talked about all over the world. Liverpool sacrificed £30 million for Ghanaian Sadio Mane. Liverpool are in the process of submitting an offer for a young star described by some as Sadio Mane from Ghana. The Reds had a tough start to the season. A pretty bad scenario is being written in the Premier League. There were only 2 wins out of 8 matches and, with Arsenal expected to be an exit game over the weekend, they lost once again. Jürgen Klopp's side will face Manchester City, where they are 13 points behind, at Merseyside this Sunday and will take the field with the hope of a win. Many believe that the loss of Sadio Mane to Bayern Munich in the summer was felt too much. Since the Senegalese player left, Mohamed Salah's form has also dropped and things haven't worked out. But now reports suggest that Klopp has given the green light to bid to sign the next African winger to follow in Mane's footsteps. Spanish news sources report that the German boss has asked the Liverpool hierarchy to make a move for the club's Rennes forward Kamaldeen Sulemana. Sulemana is only 20 years old and moved from Noordsjælland to League One team Stade Rennes for €20 million last year. While in Denmark, the young player took the number 10 jersey after Mohamed Kudus moved to Ajax. Sulemana's debut set a transfer record in Danish leagues. The Ghanaian international is right-footed like Mane and can play right, left or centre in the front three, similar to the former Anfield hero. However, his preference is to play on the left wing. The Reds have bought Darwin Nunez as the team's new number 9 for the summer, while Klopp's front trio has options for Diogo Jota, Luis Diaz and Mohamed Salah. Young stars Harvey Elliott and Fabio Carvalho could also be on the offensive. While still under the age of 21, this signature could be an important one for the future. It is thought that Rennes will charge around £30 million for the young forward. Sulemana is valued at around £18 million by Transfermarkt. The young Ghanaian player made 4 starts with Rennes this season and played in 12 matches in total. He made 1 goal and 2 assists in these matches. The most prominent feature of Sulemana is that he is a very fast player like Sadio Mane. He has the speed to almost break the back of the opposing team's defense and can carry the ball to the offensive line in a very short time. Another similarity of the young star to Sadio Mane is that he takes a lot of shots into the goal. Although this aspect is not reflected in his statistics, it should not be forgotten that Klopp can improve this feature in his hands. Frankly, Sadio Mane has been a huge loss for Liverpool this season. Luis Diaz is doing his best, but Mane's contribution seems unlikely to be filled easily. It's fair to say that the club is looking for a player similar to his profile. It could be a pretty good sign for the future for Liverpool, which has had a variety problem in offense this season. Do you think Sulemana could succeed Sadio Mane? Liverpool face the fateful match. Glasgow Rangers were thoroughly slain by Liverpool in 2 back-to-back Champions League games. While the Scottish side kept the scoreline low in the first game at Anfield, they couldn't hold back the Liverpool attack in the second game and were defeated 7-1 at home. This win did some good for Liverpool's battered confidence. However, Klopp's team has a very difficult match ahead of them. Pep Guardiola's Manchester City host Anfield this weekend and the team is in great form. The unexpected start of the Reds this season surprised everyone and the desired results cannot be achieved in the league. Despite a relatively bad start in the Champions League groups, the 3 wins afterward boosted morale. However, there is no way to win in the league, and although they took the lead in the last home match of Brighton, the 3-3 draw almost destroyed the team mentally. Liverpool are having an interesting season this season. After a shocking defeat to Manchester United, Klopp's team smashed Bournemouth at Anfield and took a 9-goal win. Then came the Newcastle victory, and while it was expected that things would work out, 2 draws and 1 loss were received in 3 matches. In the last match, the match, which went to Arsenal's field and was seen as an important match for the exit, was lost and now a fateful match is being played with Manchester City. Liverpool's ups and downs make this game even more important. Liverpool and Manchester City have been accompanied by an extraordinary rivalry in recent years. The two sides have developed a real rivalry over the past 5 years, with both sides starting the season with more contrasting performances. Manchester City have won 7 of their 9 Premier League games and conceded 33 goals while conceding just 9. One of the flash signings of the summer, Erling Haaland is scoring goals at unprecedented speed and it seems like every touch is dangerous. Still, given Liverpool's erratic start to the season, the gap between the two sides has never been wider in the last 4 years. Moreover, apart from the team, it is certain that Darwin Nunez, another flash signature of the summer, was also pressured after Haaland's performance. While a good future was predicted for Nunez in the Community Shield match, Haaland showed an ineffective appearance. However, at this point, things turned around and Haaland's performance put pressure on Nunez. This match will be a big test for Liverpool to see where they stand this season and one of the toughest for Jürgen Klopp in the last 5 years. However, as daunting as the upcoming challenge against Manchester City may be, it could be a catalyst for change for Klopp and Liverpool. A win against Pep Guardiola's men could give great hope for the rest of the season and be a pretty good opportunity to turn things around. If Klopp's injured team scores 3 points at Anfield, it could go down in history as a critical match in which the team's trajectory changes in an upward curve. A very good opportunity match for Liverpool to return to the top 4 in the coming weeks. Moreover, the fact that Klopp started playing matches with a different system is of great importance in this match. A new system can be tested against a major competitor. Do you think Liverpool can beat Manchester City on Sunday?